What is up, you guys? It is the Indiana Jones hanger back again today with a different sort of video with Steven Spielberg's new film Disclosure Day coming out. I thought that I should go back through all of the past Steven Spielberg sci-fi films, as he has been often called the king of sci-fi due to how many he's made and how iconic they all are. So I thought I should go back and take a look at what's great, what's not so great, and what's underrated in his entire sci-fi filmography and do a retrospective for you guys. So that's what we're going to be doing here today. So I'll be going through and giving my honest review of all of these films, giving them a star rating, and since everybody, ranks the movies, I'm not going to rank them against each other. I'm going to do something that I don't see done, and I'm going to tier rank all of the aliens in Spielberg's films from what's the best, what's the worst, because Steven has a lot of aliens, and I want to find out what is the perfect Steven Spielberg alien look like as we head into Disclosure Day. So, without further ado, let's get into it with his first ever sci-fi film.
It's terrifying, and yet as joyous, as personal, and yet as vast. Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
So Close Encounters follows a father played by Richard Dreyfuss, Roy, who's really just not happy with his life and sort of finds a new purpose in these alien beings that are coming down to the planet, as he becomes obsessed with finding out what this vision that they've put in his head means, and it drives him to many feats to defy the government and find out what's being hidden and what the aliens truly are. It's a fantastic film. It is such a great film for the time. Spielberg was very young when he made this, and it's really just quite a miracle that he made a movie so vast and really quite incredible as this. The Williams score is amazing. It's very booming, loud, and orchestral, especially the way they incorporate the alien sort of sound and tone into it. That's just really, really fantastic. And again, you get some amazing sequences like the train track sequence and just that ending as they sneak up into the mountains and they see the government make first contact with aliens as the aliens come down and out of their ship. And then you get the ending of Roy just leaving everything behind to go with the aliens, which I think is fantastic. It's full of wonder and joy, and really it's got that Spielberg magic to it. This is a great start for his sci-fi career. It's a fantastic movie. I would give it a solid 4 out of 5 stars. And now onto the important part. Where do the aliens from Close Encounters fit into the ultimate Spielberg alien tier ranking? I've got the official Spielberg tier ranking of aliens. I've got all the aliens featured in his movies down below. So we're going to start with these guys from Close Encounters, and I am focusing on the main alien that waves to the officials on the ground once he gets out of the ship. I think this is a fantastic design. For the time, it looks really well done, and I think it's aged phenomenally. It doesn't look too kooky. Again, it looks a little bit silly, but I think this is a fantastic design for an alien. I think it deserves to go in the A tier, honestly. I mean, this is just such a solid, classic-looking alien, and I really love the look of it, the design, everything about it. It's fun, it's practical, it looks good. This is a solid A tier, a great start to our alien tier list.
You're eating all my candy!
There's only one place on Earth to find the largest selection of exclusive E.T. toys. Toys R Us, the place E.T. calls home.
Elliot. No, Jeffrey with a G.
Elliot.
Okay, read my lips. Jeffrey.
So the next film Spielberg made in his alien sci-fi career was E.T. Now this is a certified classic. Everyone loves E.T. It follows a little boy who finds an alien and has to keep him safe as he befriends him and the government tries to hunt him down. It's a solid movie. It's a classic. I really wasn't absolutely loving it. I wasn't super into it until about the third act, once you get that resurrection of E.T. The acting on display by the child actor here, Henry Thomas, is absolutely incredible. One of the best performances I've ever seen out of a child actor. It's really moving and really sad. When you get E.T.'s death and they're taking it away from him, he's really sad, and it makes you feel everything. It makes you feel super sad. A lot of people cry over this movie, and you can see why. It's really a pretty sad movie, honestly, especially with that bittersweet ending. But honestly, the highs of this are just super high. The Spielberg magic is super present here. You get that famous shot of him flying over the moon, which is just so whimsical and wondrous, along with that great whimsical John Williams score. That's a lot of the time my praise is the John Williams score is consistently amazing across these movies, and I think it's a really good film. It's solid. I just love the 80s kids versus the world vibe at the end. It's great. It doesn't really pick up super well until the third act for me, but honestly, it's still a fantastic classic movie. Solid 4 stars out of 5 for me. But then, of course, we have to talk about the E.T. design. Honestly, one of the most iconic aliens in cinema, so let's get to the tier list. So, we have E.T. here, a classic design. You can show this to anyone, even people who haven't seen the movie, and they're gonna know who he is. He's adorable. He's got such a great iconic design. Honestly, what are we doing if we don't put him in the S tier? He is a phenomenon, a cultural phenomenon. Everyone knows E.T. You feel so sad watching him die because he's so cute. This is an S tier, you can't really argue it. So we've got our first S tier, another great alien design from Spielberg. So let's move on to the next film.
Something big is coming to McDonald's. Something of such enormous proportions. It could only be called the Jurassic Park Extra Value Meal. What you want is what you get at McDonald's today. All right.
So here it is, Jurassic Park, Steven Spielberg's sci-fi epic about dinosaurs being brought back to life for an amusement park and it all going wrong. I mean, let's get it out of the way here. This is a 5-star movie. This is one of my absolute favorite Spielberg films ever. Just a fantastic film. You really can't compare to Jurassic Park. I mean, the magic of it, the terror, it's all top-notch. Every performance is at the top of their game. Everyone in here is perfectly cast. The dinosaurs look absolutely incredible. I mean, it was just such a monumental achievement for the time to make a movie like this featuring dinosaurs that looked like this. I mean, this is honestly just something that you don't get every day and you don't see anymore, because this movie is amazing. It hooks you in and keeps you there. The design, the creature design, the park design, everything looks so iconic and you can tell what it's from. There are some truly terrifying sequences like the kitchen scene and the T-Rex escape, but there's also some incredibly magical scenes with that Spielberg touch. And then of course you have one of the greatest John Williams scores ever. I'm getting that jungle noise and the iconic theme that just screams whimsy and magic of Spielberg. You really couldn't get anyone else to do a movie like this. This is a one-in-a-generation film. Jurassic Park is a 5-star movie, even if it doesn't have any alien design for us to go off of for our tier list, but it is still nonetheless a 5-star Steven Spielberg sci-fi epic.
But we bit off more than we could chew.
Lost World Jurassic Park.
We were tracking raptors in our ground tracker when our searchlights discovered a giant stegosaurus tracker. Dino strike.
Something has survived. Will you? The Lost World Jurassic Park. You can look for the mark of Jurassic Park. Figures and vehicles each sold separately.
So now we get to the Lost World Jurassic Park, Steven Spielberg's rare sequel that he made, and this was a sequel to, of course, Jurassic Park. And look, I think it's good. I enjoy it. I like The Lost World. It's not nearly as good as Jurassic Park, of course. It definitely doesn't have the same amount of magic, but that magic is still in there, even if it's in less beats. I mean, that first scene when they see the dinosaurs again is just super magical, and of course, Spielberg directs the hell out of the cliff sequence, which is thrilling and terrifying as they have to scale back up the huge vehicle that's falling off the cliff. That's really a standout of this film, and I think the jungle exploration what you get with the squad is definitely one of my favorite elements of the Jurassic Park franchise. This movie brings back Ian Malcolm. He's a lot different than the first movie, but Jeff Goldblum is still fantastic. And, well, it's definitely more schlocky and a bit more of a fallen-off sequel than the original Jurassic Park. I still think it is worthy of the Jurassic Park name and a really fun time. The dinosaurs still look fantastic, as always. The setting is awesome. Another island. It adds so much intrigue as you get to do different style dinosaurs. And as they're chased by the 2 T-Rexes, that is just one of the best concepts for a Jurassic movie. Really, I am a huge huge fan of this movie, but where it dips off for me is the third act, that when they take it to the mainland, it seems like a really unnecessary and kind of B-movie twist, which is what Spielberg wanted to emulate here, the original Godzilla, but really I do not think it needed to happen in this movie, and it could make the movie a lot shorter and a lot more concise, and I think it would be for the better. So I'm not a huge fan of that sequence, but it is fun to see the T-Rex terrorizing San Diego. Still though, I don't think it's a fantastic movie. It's certainly fun though. I'm gonna have to go 3.5 stars on this one, and there is absolutely no aliens in this one. There's still dinosaurs, but no aliens, so we're gonna have to skip the alien tier list again. But The Lost World, it's underrated.
You are neither flesh nor blood. You were designed like the rest of us.
I am real. I am special and unique.
David Anson of Newsweek calls AI fascinating.
When the end comes, all that will be left is us.
AI, rated PG-13, starts Friday.
Now we get into AI, and man, this is a weird movie, I'll say it. I had never really heard much about this. This is one of the very unknown Spielberg films. So I was checking it out for the first time, and I was really not enjoying it for about, I don't know, an hour and a half of it. It was really just not speaking to me, and the performance is amazing from the child actor in here. He plays David, and he is Haley Joel Osment from The Sixth Sense. One of the best ever child actor performances I've seen. It's truly emotional and gut-wrenching. You get a ton of just amazingly emotional scenes, like when he's left in the woods by his mother. It's super sad, and I just really was not loving this movie. It just seemed too weird to me to vibe with. But once you get to that insane twist in the third act where 2,000 years goes by, and then we get some good old-fashioned Spielberg aliens showing up, and these aliens kind of bring in David and show him that he's the only one left on the planet, and then they let him reunite with his mother for one day. That ending is so fantastic and tragic that you just kind of have to enjoy it. Or maybe not even enjoy it, just feel moved by it. It's really sad. So for that, at least I give it credibility, because that ending really spoke to me, but the rest of it just really didn't, which it's very odd. You can tell it was partially written by Kubrick and Spielberg, and you can definitely tell just due to how weird it is. But we do get some new aliens in the end. So AI, 3 stars out of 5. That's being generous. I really didn't love this film, but let's talk about those Spielberg aliens. We get these beings that come down, and they're kind of silvery and made of lightning inside of them, and electricity and energy. They're really long and lanky. These are some solid aliens, so let's get to the tier list. Our alien tier list, and for the aliens from AI, they are very cool and long and lanky looking. I don't think they're super like original or definitive, but I like the look of them enough, so I think these are a solid B tier. The glass lanky look is very cool with all the electricity inside them. I vibe with it. I think it's cool, so it's definitely a solid B tier Spielberg alien.
Detective John Anderton arrested the guilty before they committed a crime.
I'm placing you under arrest for the future murder of Sarah Marks.
Until he saw something he wasn't supposed to see.
Just find the Minority Report.
Minority Report, rated PG-13, Friday.
So Minority Report is the famous high-concept Spielberg futuristic thriller where Tom Cruise is a cop who is able to stop crimes before they happen until he finds out that he's going to commit one. This is a fantastic Spielberg film, just such a high level of intrigue in this. I think it is a fantastically well-made film. It looks amazing. I was just a huge fan when I watched this. I'm a big Cruise fan, so of course I love this. He's great in the film as John Anderton, and you get some weird sci-fi concepts along with just some great detective noir storytelling. This is a fantastic movie and an example of how Spielberg can do things right with sci-fi. It's great. I think it drags a little bit in the third act by the end, but honestly, other than that, I didn't really have any issues with the film. It was a fantastic viewing. I love the mystery. I love all the elements of it. The Williams score is great. And Cruise is he's great like usual. So I was a big fan of Minority Report. I would go a solid 4 out of 5 stars on this one, even though there is no aliens in this one, so we're gonna have to skip the tier ranking for this one. But that is a fantastic, fantastic film, Minority Report. It's a great watch.
Rachel, you want to see something cool?
Is the lighting back?
Something else.
War of the World, rated PG-13, June 29th.
So now we have Spielberg's 2005 adaptation of the classic H.G. Wells' tale War of the Worlds about aliens invading, and we follow Tom Cruise as just a normal dad as he has to deal with this entire thing and keep his kids safe. This movie is incredible. I think it's severely underrated. I absolutely love this movie. I think Tom Cruise is fantastic in it. I think that everybody is absolutely great, and especially the standout here is the tripod alien designs. These things are terrifying. This movie is incredibly scary. I think the whole time it is just absolutely terrifying. Some of the sequences are so scary, along with these tripods, and the noises they let out are absolutely just fear-inducing. This is one of Spielberg's scariest films ever. It's really quite terrifying. I loved it. I am a huge fan of this movie. I think it just keeps going and going, and it's just so scary. Spielberg really knocked it out of the park with this one, with some absolutely excellent alien designs and a fantastic movie. It's a 4.5 out of 5, and now let's get to the alien tier list. So now we go to the alien tier list, where we actually have 2 alien designs from this movie. First, the Mars creatures that are actually in the tripods. Look, I don't think they're anything special. I think they're fine, but I don't think they're super memorable, or they're kind of forgettable. So we're gonna go C tier with these. But when we talk about those tripods, these are my favorite aliens Spielberg has ever put to screen. These are just terrifying. The noises, the big booming noises they let out, and their design are absolutely horrifying. They induce this kind of primal fear of just this gigantic creature. I think these are the best aliens Spielberg has ever made, and they are going in the S tier. These things are terrifying.
New from Lego. Indiana Jones is on a dangerous quest to the Lost Temple to return the Crystal Skull. Can he solve the puzzles? Escape the villains and survive the secret traps. It's in your hands to help Indiana Jones solve the great mystery. You control the adventures with the new Lego Indiana Jones movie collection. Each set sold separately.
So, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. As you know, I am a little biased as I love Indiana Jones. The whole channel is Indiana Jones. And yeah, I love Crystal Skull. I'm not ashamed to say it. I think it has that Spielberg magic to it. And after seeing Dial of Destiny, it really made me rethink how much I love Crystal Skull. I think it's so fun. I love the characters. I think Harrison does not seem too old to be Indy at all. He's still doing it so great. He seems so young in it, so energetic. I love the Crystal Skull, the whole storyline. It feels so pulpy and fun. I don't hate any of the characters. I think Irina Spalko is kind of a corny villain, but honestly, I am a big fan of Crystal Skull. I enjoy it so much every time I watch it. And yeah, that big alien twist at the end, it's kind of stupid, and it's a little too much for an Indiana Jones movie, actually seeing the alien, but I don't even care because I enjoy the film. I have a good time with it, and I think that it needs to be relooked by a lot of people because it's really not that bad, honestly. I think it's a great, fun Indiana Jones adventure. I think some of the scenes stand out as like very Spielberg-esque scenes that only Spielberg could have crafted, and I think it's a well-done film. So honestly, I'm gonna go 3.5 stars, and let's get over to that alien tier list ranking. We're back at our alien tier list, and we have the Crystal Skull Akator alien from at the end of Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I think this guy is fine. He's got, you know, just about the same design as you'd see in Close Encounters, just a bit more scaled up and modern and CG, but it's nothing special for an alien design. And the thing that it represents being just the jumping of the shark with Crystal Skull and going a little too far by showing the alien in it, I think it's a fine design. I'm gonna put it in the B category. It's nothing special, and it represents a kind of goofy moment in the Indiana Jones franchise, but I don't hate it, so that's where we're going to place the Akator alien from Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Of the Oasis. Like many of you, I only came here to escape, but I found something much bigger than just myself.
Ready Player One. Experience it in IMAX, March 30th.
So Ready Player One is Spielberg's very recent sci-fi epic about a video game where the people can be immersed in it in a kind of dystopian future, and they have to find some keys so that someone can take over this oasis. I'm not a huge Ready Player One fan. A lot of people call it nostalgia slop, which it really is. It doesn't feel that Spielberg. It just kind of feels like corporate mandated nostalgia bait. All the characters, different IPs just thrown together in a mixing pot. It feels very corporate. I don't love the CG animation in it that much, which is what a lot of it is based through, but it is still charming and fun nonetheless, and I love a lot of the references. You can't help but to, but it is still definitely just kind of slop at the end of the day. So Ready Player One is not really one of my favorites. I would have to go maybe 3 stars, being generous on this one, but there still is an alien of sorts in this, so let's go to the tier list ranking. So here at our tier list ranking from Ready Player One, we have the chest burster from Alien, but I'm going to rank this a little differently since it's not the original Alien chest burster. It's kind of a CGI nostalgia slop version of it. I am going to put this at D. It's not the best way you could do this, really. If I was ranking the original actual chest burster from Alien, that would totally be an S tier, but this is just kind of a CGI slopification nostalgia callback reference of it. I don't love this, so it's going to be the lowest ranked in here for me. So now let's get on to the final talk about Disclosure Day.
I'm now thinking, wouldn't it be wonderful for people to know they're coming? All of this is true.
Disclosure Day.
So, Disclosure Day is of course not released yet. This is Spielberg's upcoming release about aliens being real and that being disclosed to the whole world, that the government was covering it up. The film looks fantastic. It comes out in a couple weeks. I will be covering it on the channel extensively up until then, but I am just super excited for this, so I thought that I would drop a couple theories for it. So I think that there's something to do with the deer in this film, as we can see in the final trailer, a deer kind of shifting into this alien being, which we'll talk about later on the tier ranking, but obviously the deer have some sort of significance. They're making a popcorn bucket out of them. The deer have something to do with the aliens, and then there is a popular fan theory that this is a Close Encounters sequel, as some of the imagery looks very similar. The alien even does look kind of similar, but I don't know. I don't think Spielberg would hide it that much if he was doing a Close Encounters sequel, but it could be cool if it was set in the same universe. And also, some people think that we could see Indiana Jones in this movie. I really don't think this is going to happen, but it's fun to think about, as Indy was at the Roswell, New Mexico crash site, which is seen in the trailers, but I don't think that's going to happen. But hey, I would love it too. But that's basically going to wrap things up, so let's get to the Alien tier list ranking. Entry in the Alien tier list ranking we haven't even got a good look at yet, but it is the gray aliens from Steven Spielberg's new film Disclosure Day. These things look amazing. The design and the eyeballs with all the lines in them, and the skin looks so realistic. It looks incredible. This has potential to be an S tier alien, but we haven't really seen any of it yet, and I hope we don't until the movie comes out. So for now, I'm going to put him in the A territory. He looks really cool, and I cannot wait to see what is going on with him in the movie. So here is our final Steven Spielberg Alien tier ranking. Our best alien is, of course, the tripod from War of the Worlds 2005, and the worst is the CGI remake of the chestburster from Ready Player One. Well, tell me what you guys would rank these aliens in the comments below. Let me know if you like this kind of long-form content, and if you're excited for the new Spielberg film. Which sci-fi film of his is your favorite? Let me know down in the comments below, and remember to like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this, indie news updates, and that 1,000 subscriber special, a full tour of my Indiana Jones collection. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.